Welcome back to Double Your Profit. Today we're talking about optimizing your schedule for profit. Now, this is something every business should tackle literally as soon as you can. What this means is we are going to prioritize our highest opportunity, highest margin jobs. In plumbing, that's a water heater. In HVAC, that's a no heat or a no cool. In electric, that's a no power. And in drains, that's a clogged drain. In any of those four scenarios, that could be a $2,000 to $15,000 project. So high urgency, high opportunity. When we were smaller and we were still figuring this out, it used to drive me nuts because I would sit there and I would watch a water heater call come in and we would schedule it for the next available, which could be 2 or 3 days from now. And in that same time, we were keeping drippy faucets, low urgency jobs that were also low ticket. And we were instead saying, hey, you're more important, you $100 repair that this person does not care that much about versus the $2,000 water heater that someone cares a lot about. So early on in your journey, you need to build a prioritization system that your dispatch team and call center team can follow so that you can prioritize your highest urgency, highest opportunity jobs. We run a P1 through P4 system. Priority 1 is our most urgent. And what we do is we tag those things red. When we see them on the board, we know that they're important. And when they come in, it is dispatch's entire job, maximize the highly urgent, high opportunities. So we're going to maximize today. We're going to pull up all the P1s into today, and we're going to reschedule the jobs that are low urgency. It doesn't matter if we lose some jobs. You have to build a system that your team can follow so that you can maximize your day every single day. Now, the other thing that you can do that we haven't talked about yet is you can optimize your routing or optimize your person. Now, these are really important concepts and you have to determine which one you're going to do because you can't do both. I have a wide service area. Our technicians might drive up to 90 minutes for the right opportunity. Now, what happens if I send a technician 90 minutes over here, but the next call is 90 minutes over here? Should I do that? Should I not do that? What if the next call comes 15 minutes away? Should I do that? Should I not do that? Well, that's the decision you have to make. The two sides of the spectrum of dispatching and optimizing your schedule for margin are, am I going to base route based or am I going to lean into the highest performers and continue to feed the highest performers? Some of it is determined by the type of business you're in. If you're in backflow, route might be the most impactful thing that you can do. But if you're in a sales role, you should always be optimizing right tech, right job. So it's not just enough to optimize the board for P1 through 4. You also need to optimize who is actually going on those calls. But that is a big decision on how you're going to dispatch, and you need to train your team so that they know the rules that you're looking for them to follow. That is how you optimize your schedule for profit. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you like and sub so you don't miss the rest of the series.